Everyone's telling you to eat less and move more. Wrong. Count calories. Wrong. Cut all carbs. Wrong. The real reason you can't lose weight? Your insulin is sabotaging you. Here's the truth. I analyzed 39 studies and found there are only 3 stages to fixing your insulin and finally losing weight. Get these right, and you'll never struggle with weight loss again. First, you need to understand what insulin is actually doing to your body. Step 1. Recognize insulin as the fat storage hormone every time you eat, especially carbohydrates. Your blood sugar spikes, your pancreas releases insulin to handle that glucose. But here's what they don't tell you. Insulin does. TWO critical things that block fat loss. First, it tells your body to stop burning fat immediately. When insulin levels are high, your body switches to fat storage mode. It literally puts the brakes on fat burning. Second, it takes any excess glucose and converts it to fat, storing it in your cells. Studies show insulin levels need to drop to just 42 to 78 pmol to start inhibiting fat breakdown. That's incredibly sensitive. Here's the problem. If you're eating high glycemic foods all day long, your insulin never drops low enough to burn fat. You're stuck in storage mode 24/7. Step 2. Identify if you have insulin resistance. 4. In 10 adults without diabetes already have insulin resistance and don't even know it. Research from Brazilian studies shows something shocking. People with insulin resistance actually lost more weight than people without it when they made the right changes. But here's the catch. If you have insulin resistance and you're doing the wrong things, you'll struggle even more than someone without it. Signs: you might have insulin resistance, you carry weight around your midsection, you crave carbs and sugar constantly, you feel tired after meals, you tried everything and nothing works. Step 3. Fix your eating window and food choices. Create a 15 to 20% calorie deficit. But here's the key difference. Focus on low glycemic index foods that don't spike your insulin. What does this mean practically? Instead of white rice, oatmeal, and bread that spike insulin fast, switch to foods that keep insulin stable. Non-starchy vegetables, proteins, healthy fats, and low-GI carbs like legumes and whole grains. Meta-analyses of 54 studies showed that low-GI diets reduced fasting glucose, BMI, and most importantly, insulin levels significantly better than low-fat diets. Step 4. Move strategically. Exercise improves insulin sensitivity for at least 16 hours after you work out. But you don't need to kill yourself in the gym. Start with walking. Add 1,000 steps per month until you hit 6,000 to 10,000 daily. Why? Because daily movement accounts for 3x more metabolic burn than structured exercise. Studies confirm. Combining resistance training with aerobic exercise gives you the biggest insulin sensitivity boost. Just 40 minutes, 3 times per week, combined with slight calorie restriction, produced significant results. Step 5. Master the psychology. This is where most people fail. You can know everything about insulin, but if food is your coping mechanism, you'll sabotage yourself. 3 psychological blockers you must address. 1. Food is your answer to stress or feeling good. 2. You have limiting beliefs about what being thin means for you. 3. You don't have a compelling reason beyond just looking different. Fix these or nothing sticks, because you'll always find a way back to high insulin eating patterns. Once you've maintained these foundations for at least 3 months straight and your insulin is becoming more sensitive, multiply your results with 3 advanced strategies. Upgrade 1. Food quality and timing. North Star is 80% whole, low glycemic foods, 20% flexibility. But here's the insulin-specific upgrade. Studies show that WHEN you eat matters as much as what you eat. Time-restricted eating aligns with your circadian rhythm and can improve insulin sensitivity independently of weight loss. The research on GLP-1 medications proves this. They improve insulin sensitivity before any weight loss occurs. Don't overhaul overnight. Cut 1 high glycemic food. Hold it for 3 weeks. Then layer the next. Upgrade 2. Strategic movement for insulin. Find movement you enjoy for 20 to 30 minutes, 3 to 4 times per week. Walking, swimming, dancing, resistance training. Here's why this matters for insulin. Movement opens glucose transporters in your muscles, bypassing insulin resistance. Your muscles can take up glucose without needing as much insulin. This is huge. You're literally creating a backdoor for glucose that doesn't require insulin. Aim for low impact, moderate intensity while you're still losing weight. Protect your joints at higher body fat percentages. Upgrade 3. Sleep for insulin control. Research shows sleep deprivation destroys insulin sensitivity. If you're not getting 8 to 9 hours, increase sleep by 15 minutes every month until you get there. Poor sleep equals elevated cortisol equals insulin resistance equals fat storage. Fix your sleep, fix your insulin. Every 3 to 4 months, your progress will stall. That's not failure. That's your body adapting. Your insulin sensitivity has improved. But now you need to adjust. Break it by experimenting 2 to 3 weeks at a time with one lever. Option 1. Tweak your glycemic load. Lower the total glycemic load even if calories stay the same. Studies show achieving a 20-point or more reduction in glycemic index produced significantly greater weight loss. Option 2. Cycle your carbs. Some studies show people with insulin resistance respond better to carb cycling than consistent low carb. Try 3 lower carb days, 1 moderate carb day. Option 3. Adjust protein. Increase to 25 to 30% of calories from protein. Higher protein preserves muscle mass, which is critical because muscle is insulin-sensitive tissue. More muscle equals better insulin sensitivity. Option 4. Test food sensitivities. Some foods spike your insulin more than others due to individual differences. Remove suspect foods for 2 to 3 weeks and monitor your response. Option 5. Change workout intensity. If you've been doing moderate intensity, try adding 1 to 2 high-intensity sessions per week. Height has been shown to dramatically improve insulin sensitivity in shorter time frames. Option 6. Strategic diet breaks. Eat at maintenance calories for 1 to 2 weeks. This can reset metabolic adaptation and improve insulin sensitivity by reducing stress hormones. Plateaus aren't the end. They're feedback. Your insulin is responding. You just need to adjust the stimulus. Now let's cut through the noise. All carbs are bad for insulin. Nope. The quality and timing of carbs matter more than avoiding them completely. Low glycemic carbs, like legumes, sweet potatoes, and whole grains can actually support weight loss and insulin sensitivity. Meta-analyses confirm it's not about zero carbs. It's about low glycemic carbs. Studies comparing moderate carb low GI diets to low-fat diets showed the low GI approach reduced insulin resistance significantly more. If I just lose weight, my insulin will fix itself. Partially true, but backwards. Research shows that people who maintained weight loss had better insulin sensitivity than people who never lost weight in the first place. But here's the key. If you lose weight eating high glycemic foods that constantly spike insulin, you'll struggle more to maintain that weight loss. Fix insulin while losing weight, not after. I need medications to fix insulin resistance. While medications like GLP-1 agonists work incredibly well, studies show that a 10% weight reduction through calorie restriction to about 1,200 calories per day can reverse liver, insulin resistance, and type 2 diabetes. You don't need medications first. Try lifestyle changes first. If they don't work after 3 to 6 months of consistent effort, then consider medications as tools, not replacements. My metabolism is slow because of insulin resistance. Research shows individuals actually had a 3-fold increased likelihood of losing significant weight compared to those without insulin resistance. Why? Because when you fix insulin resistance, the fat comes off easier. Your problem isn't a slow metabolism. It's that you haven't addressed the insulin resistance yet. Here's the bottom line. Stop torturing yourself with generic advice. Weight loss isn't just about calories in, calories out. It's about managing insulin, the master hormone that controls whether you store or burn fat. The problem isn't that weight loss is complicated. It's that your specific insulin response is unique to you. And that's what makes it hard. You need self-awareness to identify your insulin triggers, patience to let your body adapt over months, not days, and critical thinking to adjust when you plateau. The 3 stages. Work. Stage 1. Fix the foundation. Understand insulin. Eat low glycemic foods. Move daily. Master your psychology. Stage 2. Optimize once you're consistent to improve food quality and timing. Find movement you love. Prioritize sleep. Stage 3. Break plateaus by strategically adjusting one variable at a time when progress stalls. I've helped thousands of people reverse insulin resistance and finally lose the weight that wouldn't budge, and I can help you find your specific approach. If you want my help, click the link in the description below to learn more about my program, or if you want to DIY it, watch this video next. It breaks down each stage per insulin resistance level with clear dos, don'ts, and trade-offs, so you don't make the wrong changes at the wrong time. You don't want to miss that step-by-step breakdown. And always remember, you can do it.